Na Achapa ana degree.
This is George streaming live from Dallas, Texas, and Betty Achapa from Houston, Texas.
Yes. Biguni hakuna degree.
Join us, peeps. Yes, come on. Tupatieni thumbs up. Mambo. Yes. Come on, peeps. Come on, peeps.
George is amazing.
Come on, peeps.
I've been welcomed here.
This is Betty Achapa. She's a financial expert today.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, you don't want to miss this.
We're going to be talking about money.
Today is not about politics, actually. Today we're talking about money.
Joji, why do you like talking about politics?
I'm a politics guy. I consider myself as a political pundit.
Okay.
But today we're gonna talk about money. Besha.
Pesa.
Yeah.
Or tax.
So today, my name is George Mbugwa. This is Betty Achapa.
Yes.
She's from Houston. She's here in Dallas actually this weekend. She came for Dear Awards.
Yes.
Betty, she's a leader. She's a community organizer. She's a financial educator, financial advisor. She's an entrepreneur. She's a philanthropist. She wears so many hats. She's also a member. She's ex-member of Kwitu. And she's going to tell us why she left Kwitu in a minute. I'm going to ask about that. So you better be there. This is our money doctor. So anything you want to know about your money,
just
how
ask.
to get out of the financial burdens, you better stay here because we got all that down for you.
Yes.
So, Betty, I think you need to introduce yourself because maybe there's something that I left out.
So I am so excited to be in Dallas.
Yes, welcome to Dallas.
This guy over here has been my fan, and I just had to do him. I am having a busy day, but I had to come here.
She's our celebrity here in Texas. Yes.
You know, I have a lot of things going on, G. You know,
you wear so many hats.
So
community organizer, financial advisor, financial guru, a money doctor, entrepreneur, name it all. She got it all.
Yeah.
This is your lady. Anything about financial, we're going to be talking about finance today.
Keep asking money questions.
And you can share this video as you're watching. Share.
And invite people. Invite people.
Make it go viral. Yeah.
Tag, comment, share.
Anything. Because what you're about to say, you probably have never heard it from somewhere else.
There are moments.
Yes. So, Betty, I want you to introduce yourself. Tell us who is Betty Achapa or who is Miss B, Finance 101. Tell us who is she.
Miss B is very passionate.
Yes.
Miss B is a mother of son. I'm a mother first. I'm a mother to my son.
Yes.
I'm a daughter to my mother. My mother is from Uganda originally. We live in an island called Mfangano Island. So shout out to people who come from the island. I'm a Abasuba.
You're a Basoba?
You probably don't know that tribe.
I don't know. I imagine maybe you're like...
They used to give us, in history book, they gave us a 2-liner on history book of Kenya.
Is it a tribe in Kenya?
Yeah, it is a tribe in Kenya.
I've never heard about it.
I know. Most people don't know about it.
Okay, so you learn something new every day.
But that is about me. All you need to know is I have a big heart for the community.
She's really good. Yes.
And napenda watu. Napenda watu, napenda nyama, napenda samaki, kidheri. So that's all you need to do.
Now, omena, do you eat omena too?
Everything. So just give it to me. Let's go. What do you want to know today?
Tell us who is Betty Achapa. Who is Miss B, Finance 101?
That one you already know. Miss B is excited.
Okay, Miss B, when I have like my guests on this show,
I
want to know, where are you from? Where did you grow up?
Where I grew up, like I say, in Mfangano Island. I think most of you guys saw that when
where in Kisumu?
Mfangano Island is an island off of Mbita, Ukondani. I don't think you know her. But I also grew partly in Kisumu. And I've also gone to high school in Kisii. I was one of those bad kids in high school.
Oh my God.
So nilienda 4 high school.
Really?
Kisii, Masaini. Nyari, napenda wa Kisii.
So where did you go for high school? Because when I do my interview, I want to go way back. You gotta tell me what you wanted for high school.
You gotta go deep.
Yes, okay. I'm going deep today.
Let me give you deep. Oh God.
High school, where did you go?
So I have 4 high school.
Yes.
I know. Nilipata suspension, mimi. Don't worry.
That's
why I'm here.
You're a bad girl, I can tell.
So,
yeah.
I went to primary in Kisumu.
Yes.
Arena Primary. Then I went to high school I started in Umasaini huko, Kilgoris.
Okay.
And then I left Kilgoris. It was a mixed boarding school. My parents think like I was too hot for that.
I know, right?
So I moved to Kisii Sengera girls. So Sengera, what's up, Kisii? That's why I'm diverse.
Kisii, yes.
I'm so diverse because I've gone to so many high schools. Then after Kisii, I went to Awendo. I went to high school down there. Then I went to Nairobi and finished in Buru. So
high school,
yeah, Buru. So your mamba Jericho. So yeah, mini manzi wa Buru.
That's good. That is so good. Well, me ni wala watu. I am born and raised in Kiambu.
Yeah.
I went from the primary school. I went Kiambu. High school, I went Kiambu, and college, I went Kiambu. I went to Ruiru High School. I went to Kiambu Institute. So, me ni mtu wa Kiambu ndani. And one thing I want to say, like here in States, I don't know whether it's anybody watching from Kenya, like we don't know where you come from. Kisumu, Kisii, it doesn't matter. We all people, we all Kenyan. We are one.
Yeah.
We actually all we don't even ask about tribes.
Yeah.
And especially all these mess going on, we are one and we are Kenyan. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter, but it helps you when you've been that diverse, and I think that's why most people see me with Kikuyu friends, they see me with Luo friends. Because I also went to university in Kabarak, Moi school.
Kabarak, okay.
So I have dealt with all tribes from everywhere, and that just enables me to have a broad perspective. But like I always tell people, that's something that is inborn. You inborn,
yeah. And I can tell you have a big heart. Betty, like her smiles is contagious. Whenever she does her videos, you just won't watch it. She's very contagious. So let's talk about
give me all the good stuff.
Let's talk about Harvey. Harvey hit hard in Houston.
Yeah.
And you have been very instrumental in Houston. Being like a community organizer, you have helped people, those who are recovering from this Hurricane Harvey. Can you tell us some of the things you have done so far for helping those people who are trying to recover from Hurricane Harvey? Yeah,
so Harvey as hit us is hard. You guys have seen my videos on Harvey. I'm not going to dwell too much. We still need you. The road to recovery is going to be long. This, guys, is the biggest hurricane that has ever happened. Like, this was a giant.
Yes.
The reason why we call it the giant is because the money they had for 30 years of flood, they're going to just use all that money on this thing. But, as Kenya's community, we came together. You guys are seeing Labano Pande, Pastor Kinuthia.
Yes.
Let me tell you, we still need money, but money is not always the only thing. The community came together yesterday.
We need it too, yeah.
I was here in Dallas. These people cleaned 6 houses. Kenyan going to each other houses.
That's good.
Cleaning together.
That's
Today,
really good,
I've gotten a report this morning. They are going to 2 houses. They're cleaning. They're coming together. They're scraping. And we're going to give you guys a video to see how much they came together. Yeah. They're washing houses. The ladies are cooking, taking food to this location of these houses. So far, we have 23 Kenyans who've totally lost everything.
Oh my God, that is
Me
so sad,
personally, I lost the down floor. I lost a carpet. So you want to donate to Harvey Funds 254 Cash App or Betty Achapa Cash App, or we have a GoFundMe. So you guys still donate. The road to recovery is long. And today, before I came here, Lantel System, which is owned by Bernard Wambogo, they're marching. If we reach 1,000 today, they're going to march as another 1,000.
Bernard is the guy you brought to your Facebook Live the other day.
Yeah, so they're going to be marching. Guys, donate so that we can get all that marching fund. Yeah.
I like the way you are doing for your community. You have a sense of belonging. You have a heart for it. And is this the Hurricane Harvey as a Kenyan community? Are you helping people from United States, or is just everybody? No, we just want to make it clear. It's just not Kenyan. It's just for everybody. Whatever the funds go is going to the Hurricane Heavy, just not on Kenyan community. Yeah. So Deno, I can see you watching Julie Kalonzo. You promised you're gonna be here, and you're here. Welcome to the show. Somebody say you fired him and hired Betty. I know, right? He had to. You're supposed to be here. So are we ready to talk about finance? Because because we're gonna talk.
Money.
Let's talk about money. Let's talk about money, Betty.
Yes, my favorite topic.
About money. Okay, the first thing we're gonna talk about the stuff that affect us in general, whether you're American, Kenyan, and everything.
Yes.
We like if I have a problem, is there a good strategy for me to go and get a credit card? What is your take on credit card? Like people that are trying to get out of the debt, but if I go to the bank and they give me like 10,000 credit line, is it okay for me to accept it? And say,
let me tell you, the borrower is always a slave to the lender.
Yes.
Avoid credit.
Really?
Avoid by any means. There's so many ways of building a credit score without necessarily getting into debt. These are some of the things people don't know. You have to make those good payments on your houses on time. You can get a lending card without getting into credit. So you can build your credit score with so many other ways and so many tips without getting into debt. The Bible says, not me.
Yes, the Bible says.
Every time a borrower is always a slave to the lender. And every time you keep on borrowing, you are a slave.
And that's true, Betty.
You don't want to get. I know they always say credit is king and cash is queen. But let me tell you, avoid it. The problem with the people who say, okay, I want to build up my credit score. I gotta have all these cards. Yes, but it's also getting into the debt. The debt is when you have something happen to you and you are in this massive debt.
Yes.
You are a slave to so many people. Your head will not be able to function.
So what you're telling me is to save my money and put in a debit card.
Yeah.
Everything I want to go is something that I can be able to afford.
Yes.
To live below my means, not above my means.
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to tell me?
And could build your credit score. Nobody's saying, I'm not saying you don't build your credit score. There are so many ways of building your credit scores by paying your things on time, making sure, even if you have that card, and to me, I always say, if you have to have two credit, have two and pay them on time and pay all of it at once. Don't ever leave that balance thing. You understand? But pay your bills on time. That's already giving you credibility, and that's already building up your points without necessarily being a borrower, which makes you.
I don't know whether I did the right thing because I just went back to school this year. I go to UNT, but before I went to school, I shredded all my cards. I had like 5.
I got them.
And I was like, you know what? I cannot be able to pay all these cards. I'm just going to shred them.
Yeah.
I don't need them, I'm just going to live below my means. So you got the Betty. She's a financial guru here. She got it to you. So shred those cards.
Shred it.
Shred them.
Kata.
What about those people who have like 20,000 credit limit? Isn't that ridiculous?
God, it's ridiculous. The only thing you should have, the only time you should use your credit card, honestly, if you have money to pay it off immediately. But otherwise, we all know that discipline is not in most of us, and that's why my advice is always this. And this is something that Warren Buffett says: avoid it. Some of this problem that is self-created when it comes to finance. We create this problem for ourselves. It's one thing to be financially devastated because you are sick.
Yes.
But it's another thing to be financially devastated because of the poor choices of being a slave to the lender.
Okay.
It's wrong.
So if you're listening out there, don't get like, if you have like 5 credit card, you can have like 2 or maybe just 1.
And make sure when you use it, you have the cash to pay it up.
Pay it off because you don't want to pay all those interest.
To me, I only have 2. And it's just Bank of America gave me as a student. I didn't understand it, and I paid all off. Don't be told this. There's a myth that you don't pay it up. Pay it up. Pay it up. Because whenever you pay just a little bit on the minimum, or some people will say just pay a little above the minimum. No. Pay whatever you own on it.
Is it also true that if you pay it off, you don't pay the interest? Let's say
you don't pay the interest. That's why we encourage.
It's always good. Like if you have like 800 credit limit, swipe it if you want to buy something for 100 and just pay it off right there because you don't have to pay for the interest.
Yes,
so that's really good. The other thing we're going to talk about, Betty, this is huge. And everybody, I can tell you, like 99% of people in US, they go through these, the home buying process.
Yes.
This is crazy that you can never imagine. It's crazy.
It's tough.
So can you give us some of the tips
this
the
is where
home buyers, they need to put like in consideration?
George, I'm about to shock you.
Yeah.
You want me to give you a home buying tip. Have you had my video on Rich Dad mentality?
Rich Dad, poor. Yeah.
So when you are buying a home, people, let me tell you, Why are you buying a home?
She's a guru. She can
That
tell you
is
all.
more debt.
Yeah.
Our problem is getting into unnecessary debt. Yes, home buying is good if you have that family, if you are still young and you're able to. Imagine getting yourself a home is a big debt. It's a big undertaking.
30
you
years.
understand? It's
30
a 30-year being slave to somebody else.
Yes.
You understand? The reason why we work so tirelessly is because of this debt.
Yes.
Imagine if you had this
Working
house paid
doubles.
off.
Working doubles
You
and
will
all
not
that.
be working that. You
6
understand?
days a week.
So to me
that's
personally,
crazy.
I will tell you, if you can, before you buy a house, think of things that brings you money. Think of things like real estate. Investment.
Stocks.
So don't always go for the option of buying a house first. You understand? House can come later if you don't have to be in a hurry. Or if you're young, it's okay to have a house. But you ask me my tips on home buying tips.
Yes.
That's
Give us
what
the
you
tips.
want to do. But for me
Yes.
personally, like the first tip is, if you can avoid it, before you buy a home, can you first start a project that can bring you money? You understand? That is the mindset I want people to have. A home may not necessarily be a good investment for you. So it may not. It just makes you a slave to the lender. You understand? You want to always think, how can I be the lender?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But the tip number one, like you say, you gotta, of course, again, credit players.
Yeah, somebody is saying, where have you been all my life? That's his dead. Because we're giving a good tip. And not to say you cannot even, but it's not saying you can't own a home.
Yeah.
I can tell you I can speak about my experience.
Yes.
When I was buying this home that I live right now, I was shocked because I had a good credit. I was about 720.
Yeah.
And I had good career because I work as a respiratory therapist at the hospital. But I look at this home, I was declined.
Yeah.
You know why?
Yeah.
Debt to income ratio.
Yes.
And I was like, say what? I didn't even know what it's about that. They told me your debt is too high for you to even afford this mortgage.
Yeah.
Can you explain to our viewers what is a debt to income ratio?
So when they talk about debt to income ratio, in finance, there are 3 words that you always want to master. The big word is assets.
Yes.
Things that brings you money, okay? Some people, we used to define it before Kawasaki said asset is something that brings you money. We used to think like things that we already own.
Yes.
But right now, the greatest definition of asset is something that brings you money, okay? Something that already, like, this is your savings, this is your investments, that you have money in the investment, money in the savings, things that, like your home that you build, that brings you money. Those are your assets. Then we have something called liability. These things take money away from you.
Exactly.
Okay? These are the debt, these are the car note, the mortgage, those are liability. If you take your asset and you minus your liability, you become something called net worth. So when they're talking about income versus debt ratio, they're looking at this person. He hasn't really built enough assets. He doesn't, and his income compared to the amount of debt he is, they don't want you to dig another hole.
Exactly.
You already up here compared to your assets. I mean, it's a risk on them.
Yeah.
It's a risk they're taking, and nobody wanna undertake that.
Yeah.
So
And for those who are buying home, you may want to check with your investor.
Yes.
Like debt to income ratio is the first thing you want to check before you even start looking at that home.
Yeah.
Because I was shocked. It was a rude shock for me because I was like, I got a home here. Oh my God. I'm
and
moving
you have
like
a good
next month.
credit,
I have a good credit, but I have a good job.
Again, you're still in debt.
Declined.
They are looking
It
at,
was
do we want to increase more debt into
It was
him?
really crazy.
So
yeah.
it's just a matter of make a right decision, guys.
Maybe something
a home might not be necessary.
Yeah, something I was going to say. Is it advisable for somebody to buy a home to... You're living in an apartment here, you're making all this money, you don't have a home here, and you have all this land you're buying back home. To me, I think I would rather buy a home here before I even start investing back home. I don't know what's your take on that. Maybe people, they differ.
Again, Georgie's not getting this, guys, but you guys are getting it, yeah? Georgie's not getting it. It's why is that person having that home in the land? It's about to bring things that can bring you money.
Yes.
You understand? You want to avoid by no means anything that does not bring money in. So if they're buying it with the intention of making more money come in, good for them.
Yeah.
But if you're buying it just to showcase ujalui tatuua, then it's wrong. A house is gonna take money away from you. But if they have something in real estate in Kenya, like land appreciating, that's an asset value.
Exactly.
You wanna think, you understand it. So always start thinking, is this thing gonna bring me money, or is this thing, if I were to lose my job today, what will happen to this thing? Before you buy a house, before you buy anything, if I were to lose my job, or if I were to be sick today, how will I pay for this thing? You understand?
Yes.
So that's why whenever we buy property, you have that mindset of, this is an investment, this is something that brings me money, and you want more of those things.
And you also want to buy the things that don't depreciate, like the land does not depreciate.
Yeah, the land doesn't.
Okay, let's move on to this. This is gonna be so interesting.
Yeah.
Life insurance. This is Betty's baby. She is an expert on the life insurance.
Wow.
Yeah. Before we even start, Betty, can you tell us the reason why you even want to think about getting a life insurance?
So there is a cultural myth.
It's a myth, yeah. Because ask me, I'll tell you about it. Yeah.
I mean, look, we are born with this thing. Like, if we talk about it, we feel like we might die, or if anything else, we feel like, it's a tough. And I remember when I started talking about life insurance, the society was so 4 or 5 years ago. Right now, the mindset has changed a little bit.
Yeah.
And I got really hard. I got really attacked so hard because I was talking about life insurance so passionately, and I didn't understand people were not on that level. But at the same time, because of consistency, I knew if I stop talking about it, well, people will never move past that cultural thing that, is a bad thing, is a taboo to talk about death.
Yes.
But reality, we're gonna die anyway, you understand? So
I can just go down the street and I can die like anytime. So I think it's a good thing to have life insurance.
To me, life insurance is a mission. Of course, you all guys know I'm very passionately. It's one of my biggest top missions.
Yes.
You gotta have life insurance. I'm an agent, but I always tell people, go ahead and have life insurance. It's just to make sure there's gonna be income coming to your family. People rely on you. Even if you're single, your mom rely on that salary.
Exactly.
You may have dogs, you may have business partners. So there is life insurance always
one
needed.
thing that discouraged me, because I was looking for I have one from job.
Yeah.
Is it okay to have a private life insurance if I have one from job?
Yeah.
Does the one from the job suffice, or is it good enough, or do I have to need another one to supplement what I have already?
So this is what I tell people. When it comes to life insurance, there's no bad insurance. You understand?
Yeah.
If it's cheap, it covers. You just have to make sure, is it enough? You understand? So let's say the job give you 100,000 and your house is 250. Jamani.
It doesn't cover.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, and most of the time the job only give you coverage for 2 to 3 years salary. You have to watch that. Your son is how old?
He's 6 years old, yeah.
So do you think your son will, how much will 2 to 3 years salary of yours help your son?
Nothing.
You understand?
Yeah.
So when you're going for job coverage, there's nothing wrong with them. I encourage any people, life insurance is good either way. You can buy a term, which is what the job is. It's a term insurance. It goes off when you are off
quit.
that job.
Yeah.
So my advice is, if you don't have any little money, buy term. You understand? Buy even 30-year term to cover your kid until when they're 30 years. Or if you have a mortgage for 30 years, buy life insurance just to make sure they can get a house. You understand? That is covered. So there is so many ways, but you have to make sure you have enough of it. That is the goal. And can it be enough until your family, especially the people who are depending on you, can always be okay, even when you're gone. So
can you give us some tips of the companies to look when you're looking for life insurance?
Oh my God. So for me personally, I work with couple. Because I'm a broker, I'm allowed to work with so many companies. And because I'm a broker too, unfortunately, I can never be allowed to mention the company. So I'm like nationwide France America.
Because I can tell you.
Yeah, brokers, they have some restrictions.
The reason I'm so like, I was looking for life insurance about maybe 3 months ago.
Yeah.
I went and we went the court, and this lady started telling me about, if you die, blah, 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 you need like $1 million, and you need like, your coverage is going to be $250 a month. And I was like, 250 a month, that's like a canoe. I say, you know what, forget about it.
You know,
so do you have any cheaper life insurance?
That's why, it's come to education. And if you watch YouTube, I have several videos on life insurance alone. You understand? Because there is a reason why she was telling you 250. That's why I tell people, you can buy term insurance. Term insurance is generally cheap. It covers you. It's going to expire when the term ends. It's like taking that bus from Nairobi to Gishagi. Unaona, ukifika Nakuru imeisha, pesa nyulisha imeisha, that money is gone, you understand? But when we are talking about buying, which is the expensive one, which he was recommending for you, that's the permanent one, which I call it the SGR train.
SGR train.
It's an express.
It's express.
It's gonna
Nairobi
cover
to Mombasa,
you paid regardless which part of the journey you're gonna fall off. SGR train is meant to be express until when you're 100 or until you die. So they tend to be more expensive, but they tend to have a savings account with them.
The permanent one, right?
So they tend to have a cash flow savings account, which is awesome because the cash flow is never taxed. But that's something that you guys can watch on my YouTube video. There's several videos on that.
Can you also talk about the kids? It's
buying a life insurance for a kid?
Yeah, because I can't even imagine me buying life insurance or even the funeral. Is it like the funeral insurance? Something like that for my kids. I can't even fathom me thinking about I'm gonna buy. Like it's something like really. As Kenyans, we don't even think, Africans in general is a taboo. We don't even think about that.
I get
it's still like a taboo.
I get it. I just posted a buy life insurance, why kids insurance is important on my YouTube page. It's Betty Achapa. Guys, continue sharing this video and invite more people.
And watch it,
Tag it. So the reason why you want to buy a life insurance for your kid, knock on the wood, is not because we want them to die. God forbid.
Yes.
But the reason is for the investment of the cash flow in this life insurance vehicle. Personally, my son has it. He has it because the money is compounding over time.
Yes.
And it's compounding at a good rate because it's an index fund. So it's compounding at 7% interest rate. You understand?
Yes.
So 3 points why you want to buy it for them. Number one is cheaper for them. Second thing is the cash flow that keep on growing. That's why you have people like Gaba Life. Most of Wazungu, by the way, they save money in life insurance for their kids.
And I want to ask you, the
younger
you are, the cheaper the life insurance.
Very cheap. The younger you are. So, my son, for 250,000 coverage is what? $10 for him?
Are you kidding me?
You try to get the same coverage. It's hilarious. So that's why you buy for them younger. You lock that high coverage for them, and also the money keep on growing. But jump on to the next one.
I was gonna
there is a lot of video on life insurance, and this is actually life insurance awareness month. So keep coming to my page, Betty Achapa. Every Friday I'm dedicating to just talking about life insurance. So it's gonna be a life insurance month this month, and if you need any information, how much do you need, just contact me, because I'm passionate about it. I can stay here all day.
And it's good thing you're talking about this, because like, God forbid if I die, most people, like we do 99% of the time, if I die today, we're gonna have a GoFund or Harambe. I'm not saying it's wrong, but that's the number that we do. I think it's be better if you buy like these life insurances, so it can cover you just to kind of ease off the process of
and
keeping the body back home.
And that's the thing with the GoFundMe and those temporary things. They're just temporary. We will bury you. It's okay. We will bury you. But what about the responsibility? What about
parents,
the house?
The kids, the house,
you understand?
your
You have to think. But of course, the community right now as a whole, we are coming with benevolence plans that are awesome, that are being formed by many communities. So
we have one in Dallas, but I haven't checked it.
You need to check into benevolence plans, which I'll encourage people to do, or buy funeral insurance for your own. But enough with life insurance. Give me something else. You can check my page. You can check my YouTube at
something else. I'm gonna give it to you, and it affects like almost about 95% of people who live in the US. Student loans. What would you recommend? Should I take a private? I'm in school right now.
Yes.
Like I said, there I go to UNT Dallas. I'm taking some finances, classes. Should I consider taking like the private loan or just the FAFSA, like the federal? What is advantage, and if like any is better, why? So
of course, if you qualify for federal money, why wouldn't you not want to take? That's free. FAFSA is good. So first of all, do you even qualify for FAFSA? You know, and that's why to qualify for FAFSA, and this is a tip. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
You parents need to be in business, okay? So because when you're a business owner, you can write off, you can qualify for FAFSA very easy. So,
really?
yes, you understand? So
big,
business people qualify for FAFSA because, you know, as business owner, there's so many ways that you can, you know, get in trouble. But you gotta be
zip it up,
you understand? Plus also the fact that you gotta start thinking, as a parent, you gotta start thinking, where are you putting your money? If you put your money in the bank, that's money that the government can see. Why will they give you FAFSA? You gotta start hiding your money in life insurance. That's why some of us invest in life insurance. That's money they cannot touch.
I didn't even know that. So she's giving us
so
very
you need to know those
and I'm so glad that I brought her here today because she can teach you.
So if you do that, you will be able to qualify for FAFSA. But now here you are. Avoiding debt is what we don't. We want to avoid debts, and student loan actually right now a surpass credit loan. It is the biggest disease America is facing right now. It has surpassed credit loan. It's a supposed mortgage loan. It is the highest debt the country has right now. And honestly, how many of us actually use that degree to the maximum? You understand? So before you even get to student loan, can you look for ways of finding scholarships?
College is expensive, I'm telling you.
And people, by the way, in Africa, we used to hustle to pay for college. Why are we not hustling anymore? So please, if you can hustle, pay for this, but avoid that.
What about some tips of for saving the money for our kids? For the college education. Like, is there like some ways or like some of the companies that you know?
Two ways of saving for your kid college is always 529 and it's always, of course, life insurance GABA. Those are
529 and life insurance GABA. Okay.
So those are the main ways of saving for your kid college. Personally, if you ask me, and I've done a video where I break the two of them, advantage and disadvantage. There are 2 videos on YouTube about saving for kids college. Personally, you'll see I'm leading more towards saving it in life insurance, and there's a reason why. Both of them are tax advantage, which means you don't pay when you get money out, you don't pay tax. But one specifically is for college, which is 529. So if that kid doesn't go to college, man, you gotta pay 10% out. So again, do I want to lose 10% out, or do I want to give my kids some coverage and also get advantage and use that money for anything else in my kids get scholarship? So there are 2 videos are there for you guys on YouTube, because I cannot dwell on every topic.
Okay, and it's good you're touching on these topics just a little bit, Here's the big one. Oh my God. I don't know where to start.
Oh, the topic of the night. Why some people tune in.
Betty Achapa, she is no longer a member of Kwitu. Akutu, as you know, most of them is Kenya women in the United States. Why did she quit? Please tell the viewers, why did you quit Kwitu? Please tell us. I hope it's something we can do to solve it out. Why did you quit Kwitu? Kwitu is our baby. Kwitu is something that we all look for. You saw the Kwitu, the stuff they did the other day.
Kwitu is amazing.
Because that lady
rocks.
Yes, but you see that lady, like, I don't know whether she's here. She was brought from Kenya. She was kicked out.
Oh my God.
I don't want to go for another video for what happened. But this lady, I'm telling you, she is no longer on Kwitu, and that's the big topic tonight. Tell us why you quit Kwitu, please.
Okay, let me say this.
Richard, if you're watching, maybe we can invite Richard to come and say something about.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, this is it.
Lily, if you're watching, you better join us.
The weighted news.
Richard, join us here.
The weighted news is you want to know why I quit.
I want to know.
That's why you want to know. That's the question.
Yes.
Man,
why would you
let me tell
such
you
a big
this.
mission? Oh my God! Like, I'm just.
Small minds talk about people. Big mind talks about ideas.
Oh, is that what it is? Is that a shade?
No,
you're throwing a shade.
I'm trying to avoid this because I think there's so many things we can discuss than Betty Kwitu, because that's a personal choice. You understand?
Somebody is saying, please invite Lily.
But since you all are just like die hard, we are just had to bring you all here by just mentioning the word Kwitu. But let me tell you, I'm not a girl to dwell on individual or group stuff. I'm a girl who talks about issues, okay? But you know, the reason I have also done a video on this, by the way, for those people who don't know.
Me and my friend, we did that about Kwitu, and
I've done a video about why I left Kwitu, but since some people did not see it, so you guys missed it.
You have to repeat why you
there
left
is a video on my page that explained why I left Kwitu. I say it's called letting go. You understand?
Letting
it go. It's I just
Oh,
did
this
it the
is
day
our-
after
This
that.
is our next opera. You see
understand?
here? Letting go.
Letting go. Letting
She's
go.
throwing some big words.
Let me tell you.
Yes.
There's two reasons why people make choices. It's either they are desperate or they are inspired. Kwitu has inspired me and I've evolved. What people don't understand about Kwitu is 80%
Kwitu.
of my clients is
Kwitu.
Kwitu based.
Yes.
So if you are waiting to see Betty trashing Kwitu, I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen tonight. Okay, I personally, and Kwitu member knows this, all my videos that are in Kwitu, I've said it several times. I have made 6-figure income because of Kwitu. So
Wow.
you think I will come here and talk bad about Kwitu?
Yeah,
Are
for
you
those who are
crazy?
thinking that we're gonna just come here and trash
No,
Kwitu, and maybe
but-
some people are just like freaking out and
But let
everything.
me
We're not
tell
trashing.
you guys,
And I love Kwitu.
oh
I
my
love Nation of
God.
Kwitu. It's an amazing organization. Kudos to Lily Richards. You are amazing, and we're here to promote you today. We're not trashing you.
We are not trashing you, girl, please.
We are
I
promoting
love
you.
Kwitu.
Actually, you should.
I'm a die-hard Kwitu fan.
You
so,
should invite here and tell us maybe a little bit more Kwitu.
So I'm
If you
a
there,
die-hard
please join
Kwitu
us,
fan.
yeah.
Girls, please. I have made 6-figure income off of that platform. 80% of my clients right now are Kwitu member.
But
so
it's
there is
still-
no way. But there is still a reason why I left. That's the question you guys want me to know, to tell you. This is it's very clear. It comes a time in life. If indecisions are the reason why are the reason why people fail in life. Indecision is a thief
Yes.
to opportunity. I had to make a decision to grow me. You understand? And change is good. If you don't like something,
good,
change. We
yes.
are not trees, guys. We are not stone. So for me, it was just a matter of, can Betty grow herself? You
Which is
understand?
good. There's nothing wrong
and
with
there's
it.
nothing wrong with that. There's
Yes.
no trash talking, and I will never trash talk. I mean, 80% of my job is there. Do you think that's not a big cut if 80%
And
of your
Kwitu,
market
keep
is
doing
gone?
what you're
So
doing, because you're doing
I
amazing
will never talk bad about Kwitu.
job. Yeah,
I will never. So that's just true.
And Lily Richards, if you're listening to, I need to give you an interview because I need to talk to you
Yeah.
like one-on-one, because you know I like talking about this stuff.
Yeah, it's just a
So-
matter of Betty evolving and Betty
But
trying to
tell
find
us
a new
what-
niche.
Tell us how you quit though. Like, why did you quit Kwitu?
Because it was time. It was time. I've given Kwitu my legacy. I think I can be there as a guest advisor, which I've done several times. It's a distraction. Whenever you want, I'm a person like whenever I start something, I need a full focus mind. And if you guys know me, I'm big on saying no to things. I know recently 3-4 people have asked me to actually add some departments, even here in Kudo and all this organization, and I keep on saying no. It's because Betty need a mental focus on this new project that I'm doing, and when you have so much distraction, you cannot concentrate.
Can you talk about your new project you're studying,
So-
Emerging Africans? I think it's a really good
So
platform.
another
If you can
thing
talk
that
about
people
yeah.
did not know, Emerging Africa, I started it on August 18. So it was already started before even this quitting.
It was before you quit.
You understand?
Quitting.
So Emerging Africa page has been there. I think some people, you can go back to the page and see some of my posts. Emerging Africa
True.
was opened way before I even quit. So it was just a matter of how can I move traffic? How can I focus on emerging Africans, you know? And that's what it is. And Emerging Africa is just to, I feel like the men, they don't have a mentor. I feel like we need a
don't.
page
Yes.
where we can finally, I don't see men doing events. You understand?
Yeah, because
we have all
these
these women
yeah,
thing.
we have these
Yeah.
Queen's Night. FDK is based here in Dallas. We
Yeah.
have Dutch and the Duchess, or whatever it's called. We have these Kwitu, but we don't have anything for men, which
Yeah.
is empowering the men. And it's glad you're bringing these Emerging Africas because it's inclusive. You're bringing inclusiveness
Yeah.
in this particular organization that you're. And I invite you. Maybe you can do like a lounge, Betty. We're gonna come and support you.
Yeah, and I feel like
yeah.
that is where, you know, because I am raising a son, and
Yeah.
I feel like I want my son to have mentorship and entrepreneurship. There are so many people doing great stuff out there. So I'm hoping with Emerging Africa, with my full focus right now. Of course, I'll be in Kwitu as a guest. Lily is my good friend. I hope she'll invite me. I know we had some battle, but those happen all the time. We always do that all the time. So we are human beings. Like I always, Kwitu members know, I did a video that is called Stone Soup, which means I tell them, that video, you remember when we grew up with the stone soup, where everybody has to put ingredients into the soup so that we can all make it juicy. So it's just a matter of, can Betty now emerge and become more, I want to be exclusive. I see the men are not being included. I'm raising a boy. So Emerging Africa is my new baby. I hope you guys can support. It's not clear yet. It's a new thing. I'm going to suck at it, but eventually it will get better.
And I'm not trying to be like poking my fingers and doesn't, like, why did you not start these Emerging Africans inside Kwitu? Is this something that you wanted to do
with Kwitu? One thing about Kwitu, because it's a platform that Lily built, and it's one of those things that it's a platform. So we always have a rule in the house that we don't want to, other groups to come. It's like stealing from you. She already built it. She worked hard to build it. So it's not good to go there and start taking people away from her house. So we don't go there, and I don't think anybody has been allowed to go there with a company and tell people, oh, I have my company, go follow me. It's not allowed. It's a rule. It's a house rule. So we could not do that.
So for those, you gotta support Betty with Emerging Africa. Is a good company. Platform she's studying. Watch it on her page on Facebook. Betty Achapa. It's called Emerging Africans. I think I'm telling her she's gonna be the Karani Mutuku in diaspora because she's doing a great and bigger things.
So and I'm trying to emerge people. As you guys see, even Harvey, we are working with Dallas to come together, and we are hoping that we will be cooperating Austin, and eventually we'll be able to cooperate Boston in some of these projects. We all come together as Kenyans and eventually Africans, and it's a bigger picture that I have. It's a bigger vision.
You cannot come to this show without talking about what is going on in Kenya. We cannot we cannot ignore what is going on in Kenya.
You're gonna get me killed.
So the Chief Justice Maraga, I love him. He's good. He's a non-nonsense. He ruled the verdict against Uhuru Kenyatta and ruled the petition in favor of Raila Odinga. I have seen this hate on social media saying Maraga, whatever, but I think he did a good job. This is as SDA Adventist, he believe in his dreams. He's a no-nonsense guy. He doesn't take the bribes. And I think that was the talk of the God in him to tell him, I think the Kenya need to be wheeled in the right direction. What is your take on what is all going in Kenya?
Well, my take is this has happened. Hope is a very painful thing to give to people. Hope can kill us. All I want to say is we still need to sing peace. And it has happened. It's historical. I was excited. I don't support either.
Me too. You like me. I'm like I am.
But this is historical moments, but we have to acknowledge, this has never happened before. So it is something that we have to acknowledge. Whichever party you are on, we have to acknowledge that it was a historical moment.
It is.
And we still have to preach peace.
We should embrace it and be proud of it. We are the first country in Africa to do this. The Supreme Court, overturning the presidential election, that's a huge thing, and we should be proud of it because we know we are growing democratically, don't you think?
And, and also on top of that is also knowing that, to me, my fear is the hope that has been given, and if that hope taken away, what's going to happen? So I pray that everybody can still preach money, and because it's a big thing. It's a big thing.
It is, yes.
So
I hope we're gonna keep peace the next 60 days, and
we keep on. We need to go back and sing peace. So is that the only topic you have for me? Because I am done.
I'm actually gonna have something else I was gonna talk about here. This is just for fun, and this is just for for me and you here. And I'm gonna ask you this question.
Oh my God, about the money. But
we're coming back to money.
Let me also address something while I'm here, because I see one of my biggest fans just got into the chat room. Okay. I have talked about Kwitu. You understand? You guys know me as a social.
Welcome to the show.
You guys know me as one of the most controversial, and I'm a real
Are you
talker.
controversial?
I know. I talk real. This is me. I talk from my heart.
You're a real talker.
I'm a real. I'm the chick. I tell you, does that sometimes sit well with you?
Her mind.
No. Will we all agree on certain views?
No. We don't. Even
you understand?
Our brothers, we don't agree on anything.
We don't agree on stuff.
Yes.
But this is the point, guys. I do not dwell on individuality. If you take somebody based on who they are versus the issue, that's up to you. But personally, I dwell on issues.
Substance.
And I'm so against cyberbullying like nonsense. You bring a person and not an issue, we will have a discussion. If you attack a person and not the issue, you understand? We have to attack issues, guy. Small-minded people talk about people. Big-minded people. If you want growth, there are two reasons to grow. The company you keep will be your downfall. The books you read will be your downfall. It will be your upbringing. So I dwell on issues, not individual. So I just want to make it clear like that. Are we all going to agree on some issues the way we see it? No, we are not.
We're not agreeing
like you said, it's uncomfortable for you to buy life insurance for your kid.
Exactly.
You understand? For me, that is a good thing for me.
Yeah, this somebody saying here, hi guys, by the way, George, make it clear, I am not Betty biggest fan. LOL. Please correct that. I think you're throwing shade. Like that, a shade?
It's
like
fine.
Seriously?
And that's fine.
Wakaranja.
We are not gonna, like we say, what are we dwelling on? It's issues. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the individuality. So why would you, please, issues, okay? Stick to issues, guys. Stick to issues, not individuality.
I invited Lily, she wasn't there.
I've already addressed the quit to issues. If you have another issues, not individual, then come, by all means.
Bring it on.
I'm always ready to discuss issues, politics, whatever issue, money, gender equality. Just bring the issues. We will discuss the issues and not attack persons. There is a difference.
And Wakaranja, maybe I can invite her to.
I need to go to a meeting.
Yes,
let's finish up.
Yeah, let's finish up.
Because
this is
I think
fun.
I've touched these things, most of them, but
no, I was gonna talk about the how you make money while you sleep. This is the last topic. I trust you. I know we have said more than we have.
So making money while you sleep, I have done this topic before. It's a fun to make money while you sleep. It's all comes down to the issues of, can we please start focusing on things that can bring you money? You understand? So some of the things that can bring you money is looking for investment
while you're sleeping.
You understand?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So some of the investment vehicles that you're gonna start looking at depend on, if you want to invest, there are 3 areas you always want to look when you're investing. Number 1, how much time do you have? And it's all not only the time. The time will tell you, okay, which vehicle am I gonna pick? Because I don't have less time. I don't have like 15 years or 20 years. Then you can now go into things like bonds or 1 year. If you have 1 year, you can go into bonds and stuff like that, and CDs if you have 5 years. So you gotta look at the time, you gotta look at the timing of your investment, and more so you gotta look at the risk. If you always look at those things, remember, speculation is not a good investment strategy. Yeah. You have to come from a learned point. So if you want to make money as you sleep, it's just looking for the right investment. Look at how much time do I have for this investment. If you have a lot of years, buy land, buy stocks, buy shares. If you do not have a lot of years, maybe 5 years, and you want to make that turnaround, buy bonds, buy government, buy treasury bills and stuff like that. So it's all about time. What is it called? Time and the time and the risk. So that's all I can tell you guys when it comes to investment.
I think it has been a very interesting show. I am so happy that I get to meet you in person finally. And we talk about these issues that really matters. Yes. Now you say it's not about the individual person.
It's not about you.
It's about it's about the substance.
It's about the substance, and that's what I
and you can see people that just ask me about all these
bitcoins.
Investments, because
Yeah.
People want to talk about money.
People want to talk about money.
And we're going to come back. This is the first time we interviewed Betty Achapa.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to go to
She has to go, and we're going to talk about all these issues, all the finance, all about money.
Oh, man.
It was a pleasure.
Bitcoins was a good video.
It was good,
man. You tell?
And you...
Watch my Bitcoin video. I love
Bernard
that.
Wabungo here.
Oh, Bernard is awesome. So Bitcoins, we're gonna do part 2 of Bitcoins. We're gonna do more into, like, next week. I'm planning to talk about the tips about your shares. I'm planning to attack shares. How do you buy shares? What are the things you need to know about buying shares? So we gotta talk about those things that, you know, that can empower us. I'm all about empowerment. So yes, love you all.
Yes,
I'm going to Choma Sunday.
Happy.
Please promote.
Somebody say, George, go watch your CNN. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
It's a CNN news anchor.
Yes.
Nimeshampatia tu promo. But also, guys, come to Choma Sunday.
I'm
we are
going
there
to Choma
today.
right now.
Choma Sunday is giving donation to Harvey. My focus right now is Harvey victims. So come. We have 25 families. So come to Choma Sunday. You will meet me. I'm off to Choma. Bye bye. Go and get off. Bye.